A gang of men with clown masks breaking into the bank where the mob has a large portion of their money stashed. The Joker, who did the planning but sat out the robbery, doesn't deserve a cut. As the robbery goes on, the clowns begin to kill each other to get a larger cut, until a school bus crashes through the wall of the bank, killing another clown. The bank manager tells the remaining clown he doesn't know who he is dealing with. The clown kneels down and removes his mask to reveal that he himself is the Joker. Joker puts a grenade into the banker's mouth and boards the bus, leaving a cord attached to the pin. The bus pulls out with the bank's cash and the pin pops out. It is just a gas grenade. Meanwhile, in a parking garage, the Scarecrow, still at large after escaping Arkham Asylum, is negotiating with the Russian mob members. The sale is interrupted when Batman arrives on the scene. The Scarecrow attempts to flee in a white van and Batman leaps onto the roof of his van. He leaves the fake Batman and the Scarecrow along with some of the mobsters tied up together for the police to eventually round up. Gordon, a police officer, arrives at the bank with Ramirez, who shows him the Joker's picture from a security camera. Batman arrives to inspect the scene, noting that they have irradiated the drug money to make it easier to trace. Harvey Dent, a lawyer, meets Lieutenant Gordon, and after a short exchange of words, they both express their distrust for those that are working in each other's offices. Harvey interrogates Gordon over his involvement with the Batman and Harvey tells him he wants to meet him. Gordon requests search warrants for 5 banks that are believed to be holding the remainder of the mob's money. Meanwhile, all of the top mob members are having a private meeting. They were aware that the banks that their money was stashed in were going to be searched. Lau appears to them on a television monitor from his plane on his way back to Hong Kong. He informs the mob that all of their money has already been moved to a single secure location. The Joker suddenly enters in the room, sits down and talks with the mob about how pathetic they've become since Batman came around. He tells them their one solution is to kill the Batman, and offers to do so for half the mob's money. The mob laughs, and as one of the mobsters, Gamble, rises from his seat and threatens the Joker opens his coat, exposing grenades. Gamble tells the Joker that he's putting a price out on his head. The Joker presents them with his card, and tells them when they plan to take things a little more seriously, give him a call. Harvey Dent, Gordon, and Batman meet up, and Gordon tells them the money's disappearance due to leaks from corrupt officers in the others' departments. They explain to Batman that they need Lau back, who is in China. Batman begins planning an impromptu trip to Hong Kong and Fox will accompany him. Fox arrives in Hong Kong. Fox meets with Lau, and informs him of Wayne Enterprises' plans to cancel negotiations with his company. He secretly drops his phone, which has been adapted to produce a sonar map. Batman crashes in through a window in Lau's office, and after a vicious fight with some of his guards, grabs Lau and escapes. Back in Gotham, Lau is interrogated by Rachel with Dent and Gordon looking on. Lau tells her that he can give them the names of the mobsters and their pooled investments. As all of the mob members that Lau informed the police are rounded up for arraignment. Dent files a court case against 529 people to clean the streets of Gotham City. Meanwhile, Joker starts killing innocent people and fake Batman and pinned his card on the head saying "The real Batman, please stand up." As Harvey Dent's fundraiser at Wayne's penthouse gets underway, Rachel and a nervous Dent arrive and mingle. Wayne arrives with 3 models via helicopter and seeks out Harvey, whom he applauds and throws his full support behind, claiming, "I believe in Harvey Dent." Suddenly Bruce subdues Dent and locks him in a closet as he knows that Joker will come here. Later, Joker and his Gons arrives in the building and start torturing people to find Harvey Dent. When Rachel steps forward, he grabs her and pulls a knife on her. Then Batman shows up and a fight breaks out between Batman, the Joker, and his goons. Batman gains the upper hand. He sees the Joker holding a gun at Rachel's head. Batman demands he let her go, to which the Joker replies, "Very poor," and lets her fall. Batman dives out the window and saves her using his cape to slow their fall as they crash into the roof of a car on the street. Gordon rushes to the apartment with Ramirez and Batman to find 2 policemen murdered, with the last names, Harvey and Dent. Gordon notes that the Joker has left an advance copy of tomorrow's newspaper indicating the death of the mayor on the ceremony. As the ceremony continues on the street below, Wayne inspects a room where he believes the Joker might be, and he finds several men tied up. At the same time, the Joker, who had removed his makeup and played himself off as a member of the honor guard for the ceremony, turns and takes a shot at the mayor, but Lieutenant Gordon dives in the way, getting shot in the back and falling. Dent himself climbs in the truck, and upon inspecting the criminal, sees that the name tag on his uniform reads, "Officer Rachel." He calls Rachel and informs her that she's been targeted, and to get to the safest place she can, which in her case is Bruce's penthouse. Meanwhile, Batman enters a club and grabs Maroni. Batman drops him off the ledge, injuring his legs. Maroni explains that the Joker has no friends and no one will give him up because unlike Batman, he plays by no rules. As Dent is interrogating the captured so-called honor guard member about Joker, he is enraged and holds a gun to his head. He flips his father's lucky silver dollar for his life, Batman shows up and stops him from killing the mob. Batman tells him after killing this guy all the good work you've done for this city would lost. He tells Harvey to hold a press conference the following day, because he wants to use that opportunity to turn himself in. As Batman leaves, Harvey yells at him that he can't give in. At the press conference, Harvey announces that he is the Batman, and gets handcuffed and taken away. Bruce Wayne is shown with a look of confusion on his face. While being taken to a convoy that will transport him to a county, Harvey explains to Rachel that this is Batman's chance. While transporting Harvey, the Joker and some goons start taking out the police cars in a large semi-truck. He pulls out an RPG and begins firing at the armored truck carrying Dent. Batman chases down the Joker on his Batpod, and after firing some cables at the truck and weaving them through some light poles and buildings, flips the truck completely over. Joker emerges with a M76 submachine gun and shoots at Batman, who speeds towards him. Batman honors his own non-lethal code and swerves around the Joker, then crashes into the flipped truck, falling to the ground. As the Joker jumps on him with a knife, one of the SWAT officers holds a shotgun to the back of his head, and upon removing his helmet and mask, shows that it was Lieutenant Gordon, who faked his death to protect his family. The Joker is hauled away to the MCU. Gordon's Major Crimes Unit building. Gordon is promoted to commissioner by the mayor. He returns to the prison to interrogate the Joker. During the interrogation, Batman appears and starts beating on the Joker, trying to find out where Harvey is. Batman becomes enraged and puts a chair under the door and beats him. The Joker just laughs and tells Batman that not just Harvey, but Rachel are in separate locations, both tied up and strapped to explosives that will explode in a short amount of time. He gives the locations of the two, saying that he only has time to save one of them. Batman and the police are rushing towards the location of Harvey and Rachel. Meanwhile, back at the jail, the Joker tricks a cop and holds him hostage, and implanted a cell phone-triggered device inside of him. The Joker grabs Lau and flees the jail. Batman arrives at the address that the Joker had told him Rachel was at, but when he opens the door, he finds Harvey Dent. Gordon arrives at the supposed location for Dent, but the warehouse explodes and Rachel is killed. As Batman saves Dent by carrying him out of the warehouse, the explosion ignites the gas that saturated Dent's face, horribly burning it. Gordon visits Dent, but Harvey is filled with rage for Gordon not listening to him when he warned. Gordon leaves an emotionally Maroni in the hallway, who tells him that the Joker has gone too far and he knows about it. Wayne's accountant Reese appears on a news show claiming to be able to tell the world who Batman is. But before he can, the Joker calls in saying that he doesn't want this lawyer to ruin his fun. He says that if the lawyer is not killed within 60 minutes, he is going to blow up a hospital. At the same time, other police are evacuating all of the hospitals in Gotham City. The Joker shows up in Harvey's room after seeing this. Harvey gets very angry. But Joker tells him he didn't plant the bomb in the building and gives him his pistol. Joker asks him to take revenge, and now believing everything in the world should be decided by chance. Harvey flips the coin to decide and Joker leaves the hospital, blowing the building. Fortunately, no one get killed in the blast. Harvey enters a local bar where Detective works, the dirty cop. After questioning him, he flips the coin, which lands on the dirty side, and he kills Wirtz. At the same time, Batman uses Fox's cell phone sonar technology to turn every single cell phone in Gotham into a sonar device to find Joker. Harvey continues to question mob members, trying to uncover the identity of the other dirty cop. When confronting Maroni in Maroni's car, he learns that the other cop is Ramirez. He then flips the coin for Maroni. It lands on the dirty side. He shoots Maroni's driver, causing the car to crash into the dockyards. Meanwhile, two large ferries leave Gotham due to the Joker's threats. Joker's voice is heard over the loudspeaker of both ferries, and he informs them that they are part of a social experiment. The detonator on each boat is for the other boat. One ferry must press the button and destroy the other boat by midnight, or else the Joker will destroy both boats. Fox finds the Joker. Batman notifies Gordon of the location, and speeds off towards the building. Meanwhile, Harvey forces a frightened Ramirez to call Gordon's family and tell his wife and children to meet her at the exact spot where Rachel was killed. Ramirez is pleased to spare her life for the sake of her sick mother, flips for Ramirez's life. The coin lands on heads, so he just knocks her out. Gordon gets a call from his family telling him they are being held captive by Harvey. Gordon rushes off to save his family as Batman breaks into the building. When Batman finally confronts the Joker beats him brutally with a blunt metal object, and eventually throws him close to the edge of the building, trapping him under a metal beam. At the same time, the two boats are still debating what to do with the detonators. The warden hands the convict the trigger, and the convict promptly throws it out of the ferry, making it impossible for anyone on the convict ferry to blow up the innocent ferry. The Joker, on top of Batman while holding him down, shows signs of disappointment when neither of the ferry's passengers will stoop to his level. As he's about to destroy the two boats, Batman fires his gauntlet darts at him, and throws him over the edge of the building. Batman fires one of his grappling gun tools at him and saves him. While hanging in front of Batman, the Joker tells him his real plan was to engineer the fall of Gotham's White Knight, Harvey Dent. Batman arrives and tells him to stop, and to blame the people responsible for Rachel's death. So then Two-Face flips the coin for Batman, which lands on the dirty, scarred side, and Two-Face shoots him. Now he wants to kill Gordon's son and flip the coin, but it falls clean side. Batman hands Jimmy up to Gordon as Batman himself falls to the ground next to Two-Face, who lies motionless. Batman explains that Gotham can never find out about the murders, and takes the blame of them on himself. Commissioner Gordon and other members of the Gotham City Police Department gathered at a memorial to Harvey Dent. While Alfred burns Rachel's note and Lucius shuts down the sonar machine with a pleased look. Batman then runs from Gordon as the cops begin to chase him, and Gordon tells his son that while Harvey Dent was the hero Gotham needed, Batman is the hero that Gotham deserved. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to watch more videos like this.